Hello and welcome back. ESL Genting SEA Qualifiers Grand Final Game 5
Clutch Gamers
versus TNC. We're in the draft right now. We're going to jump right in.
speed draft going on.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so basically, interesting things to take note of. No heroes really. Omni Knight ban from Clutch Gamers. Game 2, I believe, was TNC's Omni Knight game. They destroyed with it.
Yep, it looked very easy.
And then the first pick, Shadow Shaman, a staple of the region.
Yes, between these two teams for sure.
Yep.
We've seen the same heroes pretty much banned the entire series.
TNC's answer to the first pick Shaman was the Clockwork Shadow Fiend. Now, last game, I wasn't really feeling the Clockwork.
I wasn't either.
In the offlane role. Now, Tim's does play the Clockwork too, so maybe they can shift it into a support, give Shadow Fiend the early souls that he desperately requires into Queen of Pain.
Especially, yeah, the matchup, right? Yes. It's a very hard one for Shadow Fiend. So the scary thing about this matchup is mixing a Tuskar with Queen of Pain. SF dies no matter how many souls he has, right? He gets blocked on his hill, he's dead. There are a bunch of 4 heroes, the roamers, that do this to the Shadow Fiend. And he becomes a pretty difficult hero to protect, especially when, you know, Clockwork as a support doesn't pressure Queen of Pain at all.
Yep.
So...
yeah, Clockwork is a non-factor as a roaming hero already against the mid laner, right? That is not ideal.
Yep, that's one place he just can't go to.
Yep.
You know, it works defensively a little bit. You can cog the Queen of Pain back if you want to sit there and leech Shadow Fiend's experience forever.
Jesus.
Yep, not great.
You're not selling them. And they banned the Tusk. Aware of what you said earlier, but the roaming potential of Shadow Fiend, and Tusk is the preferable hero.
Yes.
For both of these teams, actually.
Now you kind of get into these interesting roaming heroes, right? The ones that aren't so common. Bounty Hunter.
Slardar, maybe?
Yeah. Not the most reliable ones, right? It's super easy to just shard up the high ground and block in the Shadow Fiend.
I like Ricky. I know Ricky's not really common, but it gives some kill potential on the Queen of Pain with the Clockwork and Ricky combo. It gives you kill potential where you don't have it.
So you want the...
a silence, or some sort of way to kill
But that would make Clockwork the offlaner, right? Which, not a fan of. But at the same time, making that shift gives you a 4-position hero that can potentially be very strong against the Queen of Pain, right?
Yes.
So it might be worth it if the Clockwork has
well,
set up
let's
for
put it this way.
phase.
Right now we have one hero that doesn't do anything against her.
Okay.
But if you like make a combo out of it, like Ricky with the smoke cloud in the cogs, you can make something out of nothing, right?
Yeah, that's true. It is a way to deal with the hero for sure. Until she realizes that and buys a 4-staff, first item.
A 4-staff, yep. And then that Clockwork is no longer in the game.
That's the big item of the series, 4-staff.
And Shadow Fiend's a Hurricane Pike Fire. Alright,
Tidehunter. Okay. So last game when we saw Tidehunter come out, it was super late into the draft when we knew that there was nothing that these heroes could do against him, right?
Oh, Razor's still in the game.
Yep, Razor's still in the game. You can even pick up like, you know, there are other support heroes that do a lot of magic damage against Tide that are very good at shutting him down in lane. Shadow Shaman's already pretty decent. Ether Shock does a lot of damage. Shackle's very good at locking him down to surround the hero. So I'm interested to see how Clutch Gamers will react to that.
Sand King.
Alright, that's the other 4 hero. That's pretty common, right? He's like next in line.
I just don't think as well playing like... okay, so you want to play into Tidehunter? I think you beat him with the core hero rather than the support.
Yeah, because your supports will leave eventually, right?
Exactly.
So you want to be able to leave that core hero there.
Continue winning.
So when you think of that, we have, I guess Razor's probably the first hero that comes to
mind. Definitely comes to mind.
Razor, Queen of Pain cores. How does that sound to you?
Not good.
Yeah, not good at all. It just doesn't sound good because they feel like semi-carries.
They kind of do the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They're like the carry that makes space for the other carry.
There is Ursa.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there's Ursa.
TNC's
we'll see. Timbers. Okay.
There it is. Again.
It's still that situation where it's kind of the semi-carry, right?
It doesn't feel as strong in this game.
No, it doesn't, because he had a lot of backup behind him. He had a real hard carry, the Medusa.
Yes.
That could be totally okay in the ultra late game against a lineup like this. Sometimes when your lineup looks like this, you run into this part in the mid game where your heroes start to get outscaled.
And the pipes start coming online, the Guardian Greaves, all of a sudden you're not doing that much damage anymore.
All these items and HP pools come out to survive these spells, tank it up and kite them, and then it's just not as effective. But at the same time, one way to kind of compensate for that is to get more push going. Because you'll hit your power spikes at the same time anyways, Timbers will be super tanky, and you can kill buildings. They have that with the Shadow Shaman, but it's not enough if they want to commit to that fully.
They could even, if they wanted, send the co-op to the safe lane or the off lane
10
and put a different
seconds
matchup
remaining.
mid.
No, that's a good idea, the offlane, right?
Yes.
But what matchup would you even want
5
mid against the
seconds
SF?
remaining.
I feel like that's the whole reason they picked the Queen of Pain.
It's definitely one of the reasons, but
It does give them options for
I think
a
you
carry
you
hero.
don't never ever want to be on a timer. You don't want to feel like, oh, we have to end the game right now. And then when you're thinking about that, you're like, okay, how do we end the game? We have a timber saw, for God's sake, on our team. You know,
Right.
he kind of creates his own problem.
It starts to pressure you and perhaps make you make plays that you normally wouldn't make because you feel pressured to do that. Alright, Phantom Assassin. So it is the offlane Queen of Pain, right? Or offlane Timber?
Either.
You know, Timber's not traditionally the most stable offlaner because he doesn't lane well against 3 heroes.
No.
A lot of
10
these heroes, when he gets
seconds
counterpicked,
remaining.
some heroes can solo him, like Ursa.
Especially when the carry hero is yet
5
to be
seconds
drafted.
remaining.
Right. You usually want to see the matchup if you even want to put him in that position anyways because
Yep.
he can get totally destroyed.
So playing Ursa into Quap, it's a bit rough.
It's not the best for sure.
And
but
while Ursa does beat Timber in lane, later on it's a bit
Razor.
rough. Razor's a bit better. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Razor looks much better, doesn't it?
Oh, well, okay.
You're not a fan of the Razor?
Okay, I would have preferred if they had more control on their team. Right now I see Lift,
Mm-hmm.
Cogs, and Hook, kinda, but it's a support clock, so you expect it a bit later.
It's not a whole bunch of lockdown.
No, and then Ravage on top of that, right? And then on the other team, I see
Yeah.
these mobile heroes. I see PA blink in and out,
Sure, Timber and
Timber
Quap, Sand
and
King
Quap,
too.
Sand King.
So the reason I like it is because it's good for the lane.
Yes.
And as long as you can stabilize in the lane phase, you'll be able to make it to level 6
To play
on
off
clock,
that,
where- Yeah. If you get crushed and then you have no lockdown afterwards, it's miserable. You'll never be able to catch these heroes, but you're right. They can get into that part of the game where Queen of Pain split pushing somewhere. You got all sorts of garbage going on.
Their high ground is decent as well with Razor and Shadow Fiend, but it's not the best, right? Don't really want to go. You don't want to go super close into Timber Saw, into daggers from PA, into.
PA is a weird hero. Like in terms of gauging how strong the hero is. Sometimes you get that crit, sometimes you don't.
Well, it's consistent damage when they're trying to break high ground with no like really good high ground ability, right?
Yeah. Also, she's probably one of the best Aegis carriers, right? You just get in there, force all the abilities on you.
Yes.
Pretty good at taking Roshan once you get
A
Desolator.
natural BKB buyer against Tidehunter as well.
Yeah. Not sure, but at the same time, there's a bunch of magic
Oh,
damage
look
from
at this! Look
Tidehunter.
at this! This is cute.
They're so friendly. Merry Christmas. What if I don't celebrate Christmas, huh? What now? Happy Hanukkah.
All right, Brax.
Okay.
Tone it down. They're trying to be nice here.
That's why you say Happy Holidays, Shane. You got to get it right.
I'm not from America. We don't really care in Ireland about political correctness.
I like Ireland.
Yeah, it's alright.
People should care less.
Raven with the boots first on Razor. He's still like this Timbersaw Razor matchup. While Razor is favored,
Mm-hmm.
when Timber hits 6, Razor's not so tanky.
It's true.
Like
It goes both ways where if you do gank for the Timbersaw, there's a lot of damage to burst the Razor.
Yep.
But it is super, super good in the lane. It's one of the hardest matchups for Timbersaw. He can't actually lane it very well. So because of that, they'll be able to make some rotations with the supports. They don't have to sit in that lane for so long. But what is it? Is it offlane Quap? No, mid lane Quap. Armel's still playing it. So
Chappie is
offlane
playing.
Timber. Oh, we just talked about this.
Yeah. We did.
Pauses, just pause my brain as well.
Apparently so. It's okay though.
What can I say?
Alright. Which is your favorite way to do the cogs Shadow Fiend thing? Do you do it clockwise or
Go
can-
clockwise, for sure.
Always clockwise.
Mhm.
Brax and I recently tried this in a pub game, and
Our Shadow Fiend was not... He didn't know which way clockwise was. He started from the bottom up.
it was pretty funny.
Yep.
How do you fare the drafts?
I think the mid lane... So, here's the problem. If Queen of Pain gets a gank on Shadow Fiend with Sand King, with
Yeah.
boots...
All them souls go bye-bye.
Yeah, I like the... So, I've seen this before, where they actually smoke at level 1.
Yeah, and
So they can
it
take
used to
out
be
the
you just
souls.
go here, right, to this bounty room.
Uh-huh.
You just wait for the Queen of Pain to go, or the
Shadow Fiend, and then
to come.
you kill him there. But, you know, the supports, they can sit on top of the mid lane, up here,
Up here.
right up there, and then you can wait for the Shadow Fiend, and then that way you get a bit of a lane advantage where he has no souls. Well, he loses half his souls, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then that'll give Queen of Pain the ability to actually last hit pretty decently.
They go
But,
from the bottom Alright, interesting.
Well, it's also the that's the way towards the enemy, right? They have to move their camera in that direction anyways. It's side favored. When you're on the Radiance, you go from hit the top side.
You get 3 every time?
This is completely unrelated, but do you think it's easier to move your camera up or down?
Always up.
Why?
It just feels nicer.
There you go. That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
It just feels better.
Yeah.
Now, what if on the Radiant, or if you were on the Dire, you still looked up? If it just flipped your camera, so it just flipped the angle of everything. So
yeah,
it
I thought about that
exact
before.
Same as Radiant.
It probably would make it better. But usually Dire has the advantage in win rates.
Yeah, they do usually. Like for me, this patch, the big Dire winning spot is this triple jungle camp area by the Ancients.
Yeah, the Medusa home.
Yes, Medusa home used to be the Venomancer home, and now it's the Shadow Shaman home with the wards.
Yeah, it is actually.
A lot of the times when you do this soul shenanigans, you're a bit late to the bounty runes as well.
Yep.
Or you can camp them and set up traps because they arrive late, so you can establish vision and dominance over the area.
They managed to get the max souls by the looks of it.
Yep, they've got
There we go, 18.
18 souls.
Perfect.
The battle begins.
So if they don't gank this Shadow Fiend, then he destroys Queen of Pain in lane, and you lose out on a big lane matchup advantage. Or it should be an advantage, but once this stuff happens, it's not really an advantage. It becomes a very big losing lane for Queen of Pain.
Oh, the magic damage Shadow Fiend's very strong in this game, actually.
It is, right?
The only thing to maybe counter is the BKB on PA, but
Yeah.
pre-BKB, Cuckoo's going to do so much work.
Can blow people up with the raises.
Let's see what happens.
Like, this isn't really a gank, right? This is the Sand King laning with them.
Oh,
Not quite the same.
Yes, acquired.
Oh, the double value cogs. Doesn't get better than that. Except he missed the range creep.
And, yeah, well,
We don't talk about that.
CS-wise, Shadow Fiend's, he should be fine.
Look at this lane setup. We have a 1v1 at the top lane. Timbersaw versus Tidehunter. Very, very nice for the Timbersaw.
Yeah, you probably wasn't expecting this.
No, definitely not. You expect...
This is the dream as an offlaner, right? You get to your lane, there's just this Tidehunter sitting there, you're like, whoa.
big old smile on his face. Nothing could be better.
Alright, Razor TP's in. The fun is done.
Okay, he tried. But he has his TP, so he can go bottom if he wants to follow, right? But
does he? Do you want to commit all the TPs?
you don't really want to, but if he wants
Oh, they do.
Okay, they do. Alright.
Tide TP's bottom. This is...
So they're kind of sacking the PA to give Timbersaw a lane advantage, right?
Clutch gamers like this a lot.
And we saw what a fat Timbersaw could do last game. And this hero is very good when he gets farm, especially in a game where they don't have like pure damage to eat through all the react farm.
Yeah.
Like OD's the big hero that comes to mind when it.
There's not much
Timbersaw
to deal with
counters.
Timbersaw, actually.
No, not at all. Even the lockdown is not fantastic, right? It's Rubric Lift into Clockwork spells, and then just the
Raven?
occasional Ravage.
A lot of damage stolen. Chappie's coming back in. Huge dagger. Did a 20 HP.
Was that a crit?
Let's talk about the mid lane now. See, I want to see how much of a difference it really makes, right?
Well, just look at the last hits, right? It's rough. And it gets even worse as SF gets more levels.
Yep.
He even clicks him down.
SF can actually, in this match normally, he can usually do a lot later, right?
Yeah, it takes time for SF to ramp up to this power where he destroys the Queen of Pain.
Cuckoo. Look how he's standing.
Yeah, so dominance in lane. Knows Armel can't do anything.
Oh, he went for the cog push to allow for the raises, but it just didn't work. It was a good effort.
A lot of mana use from Armel, right? So you won't use that later. Up top, we have a chase on the 1437.
Catch him out with the shackles. Fly solo gets him down, gets first blood.
Now
Raven
in some trouble.
taking a lot of damage from Chappie, so he's not able to do much. If he turns around, this could be a lot of damage.
He's clicking him, he's whipping him, but
Another stun.
he's got a Sand King stun. Oh, I thought that dagger was actually coming at him, but it was a.
It was for the creep, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know that spot up there where he runs through? Pretty easy to block someone off if you Sand King stun through that, right? And only had one tango. Could have potentially been a kill.
This is pretty cool, actually. I never really thought about the base damage of the stifling dagger.
65.
It makes a huge difference into Razor.
Especially when you're last hitting. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're linked up too bad.
65 damage is easily enough to last hit, right?
Yeah.
Interesting kind of matchup, actually.
And also the unstable currents change, so it doesn't really matter if PA just clicks it on him.
Yeah, it used to be that was the counter, right? You just get a few levels in the E.
Yeah.
Every time she daggers, she takes 100 damage.
You just get purged when you blink strike on him too.
Yes. Now it's totally different, right?
Interesting how the heroes change over the patches, Shane.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So let's go back to mid lane.
I'm looking.
Armel hasn't gotten a last hit since we looked last time.
Yeah, oh boy. Oh no, look at this. Oh.
This is bowling at this point. It's
He's
bad.
gonna get this one too. Oh. Oh dear lord.
It's not good.
Okay, he got that one. He got that one. We're back.
Oh, 2 in a row.
He's owning.
Won't happen again. Oh my god.
3 in a row? Armel.
This guy's a monster.
He's actually, yeah, it's a full creep wave. He's doing great.
All right.
Take it all back.
So yeah, this bottom lane, not much to watch. Both heroes free farm, and then Timbersaw hits 6 and Tide.
Neither hero should die until Timber hits 6. Then it could go either way with rotations, right?
Yeah. It's harder for Tidehunter to kill Timber, though, because Timber sits at full HP forever, and Anchor Smash is physical.
And reactive armor.
Yeah, exactly. He'll just sit there forever. He's already at this point where he can tank the creep wave and take no damage. All the action's up top.
The magic wand as well has such
look
value.
at this. Raven getting wrapped around on.
Oh my god. The amount of damage he has. He has no stat items, right? The magic wand is committed. Raven's trying to drain the damage. That link is still going. 70 damage is stolen. Tim's moving forward for Chappie.
Chappie's got no man. He's got the stick, but nothing to blink onto
Can he
just
blink
yet.
onto the creeps?
Oh,
It's going to be close. When is the static build up? 1 second?
Alright. I feel like he should not have lived, but
no.
He did.
Mid lane. We just missed this is the value. Value shrine here from both cores.
That's right. Hit the showers with the friends.
Oh, they just interrupted Fly Solo's TP with the lift.
He does a lot of damage, though. 2 more hits?
No, the Fade Bolt's probably enough, right?
Okay, yeah.
The Fade Bolt removing quite a lot of damage. Hero damage reduction 25.
Yep.
Make Shadow Shaman just a strong hero with right click.
Makes him a normal hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of this steroid freak.
Whoa.
That's basically what they did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they
Plus
actually
20
did.
damage. Here you go.
He just went to the gym.
Here's some muscle.
I kind of like these matchups. The Timbersaw versus Tidehunter matchups when I play offlane.
Oh, this is a fantastic.
This is the
one
dream.
of the best Timbersaw matchups in the game.
I know. I kind of like it in general. Just when the lane, no one can die and everyone just farms. As an offlaner, it's very relaxing.
It's the dream.
You very rarely get this position.
Timbersaw. Oh, mid lane. They actually find the Shadow Fiend. Look at that.
Cuckoo goes down. X Nova.
That's even without the Sonic Wave too. So when Queen of Pain hits 6,
Did they
still have
smoke
that.
for that?
I believe they did.
Yeah, I think so.
I imagine they have to, right, with this ward coverage.
Yes. You can see the ward here.
Yep.
Pretty hard to sneak up on Shadow Fiend with that thing.
Yep. But still, SF doesn't matter too much, right? He's still gonna farm very well.
Yep. He kind of has his lead already.
Yeah.
Essentially.
He was running away with it, but now it's a bit more manageable. Up top, look at Raven. They're closing in on him.
Oh, X Nova
If
with
they
the
can
stun.
stop him getting a link
Fly
off.
solo.
Oh, he gets the link.
Oh, he's still gonna die.
He's still dead.
Yeah. The bottom lane, the Timbersaw dives. What? Raven. He's just drained a bit more damage. That's all he's doing.
You know, last time they actually weren't able to get the shackles off before the static link.
Fly solo and not X Nova. Just running around. They're creating so much space.
Everywhere they go, they're getting things done. Look at this. Timbersaw dives deep, kills Tide. Playing behind the enemy tower now.
Now it starts to get risky.
It's the Timbersaw show. So all of a sudden, you picked this this Razor to counter Timbersaw, right?
You didn't even play it up against him.
Didn't even get the matchup. That's horrible.
Yep. 7 minutes in. Look at his items. Just what's his net worth on? Jesus.
Yep. Miles ahead of everyone else. And this is
1K
an SF
ahead of the
with souls.
super SF, right? They first two the SF Clockwork to guarantee that SF runs away with this game.
Scary stuff.
On this Shadow Ray's bonus damage, it's pretty ridiculous actually.
Yeah. Bottom lane, Fly Soul. Can you get them shackled?
Oh, Raven. Oh no.
Oh boy.
He goes down as well.
SF's
This is a very risky TP. Oh, Timbersaw. He's not allowing him to raise properly.
Oh no.
Oh, Clockwork. Tim's very nice positioning. He has a soul ring if he wants to chain. It's difficult to get it out.
That's a pretty big kill.
Huge kill.
Taking that one punch, man. It's no joke.
Especially when he's leading by so much, right?
Yeah.
It means that you get a lot more gold back.
It's a very costly rotation. If you don't manage to get that kill with Shadow Fiend, all of a sudden you're in this place you don't want to be. You hinder your farm, but it's very worth it to secure that kill.
Definitely. It also creates on the other side, it creates a bit of space for Armel, right, in the middle lane.
That's true. Now he has time to catch back up and some last hits, get some gold going his way.
He's got the boots now.
He does have the boots. Boots are good.
He's away. Blink Dagger. on the radar for X-Nova. Think when you see people putting the blink and the quick buy real early like this, right? 8 minutes in, it means they're confident in their game, right?
Yeah.
They
They're
know.
looking forward towards the future. They've got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to plan, guys.
It is, you know. One Punch Man goes to the top lane.
So we were talking about the Razor countering Timbersaw in lane.
It's too late.
It is too late. He's
That
already
counter
got 2
is-
levels on him.
It's gone.
Arcane Soul Ring. Look at him. He tanks the tower. Does not care. Takes no damage.
Well, he's definitely taking damage, as
Okay,
you would say.
He heals it.
Yes. There we go. Thank you very much.
Radiant
I'm trying to be politically correct.
Cuckoo mid.
Smoke up mid.
Let's see if he can get caught out here.
Tims might break the smoke. Pretty risky dive
Tims.
with the backup here.
Oh, Rocket Flare scouts it. Can they? Tims is pretty quick with the old Tranquils. Can
Maybe
they
can
catch Fly Solo? X-Nova goes in. They have the shackle as well. They lift the interrupt. Very nicely played. Tims with the battery assault. They get what they came for in the end.
Yep, nicely done. Look at Armel though. Pretty ballsy play as Arcane.
The Arcane Rune,
Just
yeah.
pulls the wave away.
Stops
pretty
them getting anything from it, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Top lane. Raven. He's just trying
Oh,
to
boy.
run away.
3 levels up on the Razor, diving him under the tower, just forcing people to come, making him use spells.
This is Queen of Pain rotating in now as well. You want to be careful.
Yeah, Arcane Rune.
Oh, hits him with it. Ulti committed.
SF TPing up too, but cancels.
Cancels it.
worthy
Wasn't going to do anything there anyways.
No, he's going to die, is what
Yep.
was going to happen
That
there.
would have been real bad. Do you like this Phase Boots Tide Hunter?
is under attack.
What?
I said, do you like this Phase Boots Tide Hunter? Pretty unusual.
What?
Definitely not what we're used to seeing.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Me neither, actually.
If you showed me this inventory, I'd think it was a different hero.
You wouldn't believe it's the Tide,
No.
that's for sure.
Dire's top tower is under
Think maybe
attack.
Legion Commander?
Yeah, it's Legion Commander. Okay, Phase Boots Tide. Wait, he just wants a CS, I guess?
I guess so.
He's struggling.
It's also the mobility. Right?
Yeah, the speed.
It's good to run away from Timbersaw. It helps him with that.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, yeah. That's
Not
actually an
ideal, though.
interesting... Yeah, it's an interesting way to go about it, though, right?
Yeah. Probably not the most common choice for players, but it works.
Yeah, it definitely does. Just that little burst of speed. You know, when you're playing Timber, you have to predict the movement of the enemy. So little blue booties.
Yeah.
They'll push you forward.
Still worrying for TNC. How do they deal with Timbersaw?
Yeah, I don't know.
They can't. That's the answer, Jake.
Yes, that's the one. I also said I don't know, which is you don't know either.
Okay.
Maybe there is a way.
Maybe. We'll have to find out, though. That's what we're watching, to find out how they deal with them.
Smoke from Cuckoo and Tim's on the clock. Where are they? What are they looking for? This is the
Dire's
hook
top tower
timing
is
smoke.
under attack.
Yeah. Well, typically you go to your offlaner because they hit these power spikes where people can't lean in
You mean
front of
Ravage?
them anymore. Yeah, well, Ravage is it. I think he'll use it here.
I'd hope so.
I don't think he needs to. I'll just give him the old lockdown. He's got phase boots, Shane. That's
Oh,
what it's
that's
for.
true. That's true.
Boom.
The Phase Boots
Dire's
Anchor
top
Smash.
tower
Alright.
is under attack.
Now Cuckoo kind of feels like an idiot for coming down here.
Radiant's bottom
He's like, well, you could have done it yourself. What did you even ask me?
are fortified.
Well, he's here to secure the tower, right? Physical
That's true.
damage.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's still kind of...
It is pitiful.
Oh,
Okay, they're setting up the defense for this.
oh, he's trying to clear out a path. An escape route.
Okay. But still, going on Tidehunter's pretty tough when you have heroes around them, right?
He still has
always
Ravage.
Exactly, he'll always get the Ravage off, but Timbersaw's pretty good at killing Tide.
Oh, no.
If you land your spells.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh. So you're saying he's missing all his spells?
He is, but he'll land them eventually.
Oh.
Oh,
This
that's
is
right.
very risky.
Oh my god, Tide's exploding.
Oh, it's
Still
so
has
much damage.
Ravage.
They didn't want to commit.
Yeah, there was no follow-up, right? If he
Yeah.
would have used it, would have been wasted. Also, we forgot to talk about phase boots against the Rasta wards. You can phase through them.
Boom. That's actually the reason.
Sold.
That is actually the reason. Yeah.
It is.
So he can't get ward trapped.
Radiant's
That's
middle
right, can't
tower
get ward
is under
trapped.
attack.
Excellent. I'm sure there was a million people in Twitch chat that all knew that interaction. It
Oh,
was just
yeah.
when one person said it, everyone read it.
A bunch of brainiacs out there
Yeah,
in Twitch
that-
chat, I know.
They're onto us. Tim's.
This game looks pretty good for clutch gamers.
It does, yes.
They are accelerating at a pretty decent rate. Like, Timbersaw's gonna have Bloodstone. And I don't see him dying very often at all. If he does die, it's going to take a lot.
And he's going to be solo, right?
Yeah, yeah. And look at this Phantom Assassin. Almost has Battle Fury.
Oh, man. He's the backup plan.
That's right.
We were talking about it during the draft. You know, this duo core of Quap and Timber. You need something else to go late, right?
You know, Timber's one of these cores that does play like a full core hero, like an actual carry.
Yes.
Right? He gets super tanky, tons of magic
He
damage.
split pushes.
Yeah, yeah. But usually he needs help. When you put him 1v1 against the Tide Hunter, it's exactly what he wants. He can make it to that stage of the game without any help at all. And it lets you get away with a greedy pick when you get that kind of a matchup.
Oh, bottom lane. RML getting caught out by Tim.
Solo in some
Hulk.
deep shit.
Yeah, he's a goner.
Yes.
It's a 5-man rotation though.
It is.
From TNC. So if you look at the map where everyone's farming, we have Timbers on the bottom lane.
Clutch Gamers are still just farming.
X Nova's just farm.
They don't
Getting
care.
some deep wards in here to pressure later.
Seize the ancient stack.
And Chappie in the top lane. You know, I always thought this this blur ability was one of the coolest ones in the game. The
It
way
is cool.
when you look at the minimap, you can't see PA.
Yeah, sometimes you don't notice her pushing out these
Yeah,
waves.
it actually makes a big difference, right? Because you don't necessarily want to look at the lane when there's no hero on the minimap.
Right. Also, the pass goes away when somebody's within 1,600 units, so you kind of have that. If you're watching it, you can be, you know, lets you know. It's kind of a smoke break.
Yeah.
Crowd farm in the jungle too. You see it go off, time to run away.
Nope. They're pushing mid with the Shadow Shaman ward. Sam H is trying to get into a position to pressure with the Ravage. Trying to phase in.
Yeah, he's phasing.
I'm phasing! Shout out to Midas Mode and Moth Dota 2. What a boy.
Best phase I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, there is it feels like TNC can't make anything happen. Alright, they can't fight.
Yep.
They did get the bottom tier 1 tower, but it's the first tower they've taken and it's 15 minutes into the game. I guess, well, I say that, and Clutch Gamers also only have 1 tower, but they're the ones invading the map, being able to play wherever they want.
They also don't feel pressured.
Right, look at how far up this this Timber Sock can play.
Yeah. He's actually going forward.
He is. And
To his death.
He might die, but he's also gone.
Oh, into the Ancient. The battery assault's not going to do anything. Can he get out?
They're
He
tanking
gets
it
out
up.
again. Oh, they're committing so much.
Chims is stuck in the
1437.
pit.
He gets the lift off and steals the salty.
That was pretty good.
That was very
That was
stylish.
very nice.
Worthy tribute.
That's how you kill Timber Sock. You still chalk him.
Yep. That was actually insane. 1437.
Yeah, well played.
Dyer's bottom
He saved it. Honestly,
He did save it.
Radiant's middle tower
that
is
makes the
under
game a
attack.
lot easier for them to play.
Yeah, now look, all of a sudden TNC are the ones just
Radiant
attacking this mid
structures
tower.
are fortified.
They're making plays. Yeah, without that Timber Sock kill, it doesn't happen. He can easily just shrine up TP in and then defend that tower by himself almost.
Radiant's middle tower is
Can I
under
just point out the Cuckoo doesn't have his Ring of Aquila turned on when he's pushing the mid lane.
Oh boy.
Yeah, whenever I stream, that's the one thing that people seem to think makes a massive difference. It doesn't do anything. When
Tweet
they're-
at him about that one.
Exactly. Alright, Cuckoo's in Medusa land, farming away, gets a stack off here.
Yep, the triangle.
Very nice.
You know, he can actually farm these ancients that resist magic heavily.
With the stacking damage,
Yeah, it's nice.
it's pretty good indeed. And so can Tidehunter.
Yeah.
And phase through them.
That last this last minute and a half for TNC.
Are way better.
Yeah.
Right. They feel it's crazy how much like a Timber Saw kill can make a big difference, right?
It's the split pushers, right? When you kill that split pusher, it helps
Just take
you so
the pressure
much.
off everyone on your team.
Yep, you get all your lanes in, you farm a ton of gold, and now look at that Timber Saw bottom lane again.
1437's gaming.
Yeah, he is.
Real hard. He
If
still
can
has
pick him up
the
during
lift.
chain. There we
Yes.
go. He's got the chain again for the true damage.
Oh,
And he used
Yules.
to cancel the movements.
very nice from Coop.
That's 2 deaths in a row for Timber Saw, and they're not done.
They hook forward onto Fly Solo. He's trapped in a bad position.
Dyer's
Okay.
top tower
They're looking
is under
strong. The
attack.
aggressive TP in with the Ravage from Sam H, not willing to give up any more objectives.
Yep, defending the tower quite nicely. He's got a hood complete as well, so probably won't die. The one thing Clutch Gamers have going for them is that Sand King finished his Blink Dagger.
Dyer's
Right?
middle tower
That helps
is
them a bit in
under
the
attack.
initiation
Yes.
department because that's what they've been lacking. Look at
Is it
this.
Rohan time?
It is. Double damage on PA.
Sometimes
unexpected.
Yeah, these double damage runes feel really, really awkward sometimes. Like
Also very hard to check.
to predict.
Yep. When you're playing on that bottom side of the map, making plays like that, Roshan is a big possibility. It's gonna die before they even get there, if they even know what's happening.
Yeah,
And
it
they don't.
doesn't
Rocket was
seem
just
like
dead.
they have a clue. They're
Yep.
pinging it now.
Under attack.
But still, what can you do?
Chappie takes the ages. I wouldn't even have minded if they gave it to Quap.
Yeah, I agree. Unless Chappie wants to get involved. You know, would you like to see... Do you like this build? The Battle Fury? Or did you want to see like a Deso build? I think it's good this game
Yeah.
since he's kind of the only physical damage on his team, right?
What you think?
The Battle
Deso's
Fury.
worse. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
You played the...
The farming role, right?
Yeah,
You have
why
these
not?
heroes that can make space for you. Why not take advantage of it?
Exactly, you have the entire map to farm.
He's
gonna get to
kind of
his
just
point.
been walking around this little area here
Yeah,
for the last
that's been his zone the
yeah,
entire
last
game.
like 10, 15 minutes.
And it's good enough. Smoke up from Clutch Gamers down towards the bottom lane. They saw Razor pushing out the lane, and
Difficult to find Razor, right?
it is, but look, they're just setting up, right? They're
they have
setting
any
up for
wards?
the
Yeah.
tier 1 tower push.
Fly
Shadow
solo.
Shaman has wards on him.
Generally, I think you want to send your... Okay, this is interesting. Usually you send the Sanking first with the Blink Dagger, but in this situation, because they have the Observer ward on Fly Solo, he can place the ward on the high ground the second the smoke is broken, and that'll allow...
You're right, Sand King to find the...
Exactly, yeah.
Look at this mid. Do they actually want to go for this?
Oh god, this
Sam
is
H
risky.
is not
They
taking
see
any
this
damage.
Clockwork on the back end. Fly Solo goes forward. Blink is up soon.
They don't know what is on the high ground, though, right? You don't want to blink into that because it'll
Yeah,
Tide
it's
Ravage.
spooky.
Towers next to him.
That's one of them throwing maneuvers.
It is. Want to avoid those.
Top lane though, TNC showing their prowess Neo's split pushing.
Yeah, it's true. They're going to have to respond to this eventually or just choose to trade by dropping the wards, but it's taking a long time.
Blink
You know,
on
TNC
Sam H.
Yeah. They want to fight this
Yes,
stuff
they do.
if they're all porting down. TNC is not weak at all.
Especially if they get a big Requiem off on someone with the Yules.
Yeah, they
Let
can
someone
blow up one of these heroes.
delete it straight away.
Yeah. You get 1437 in the back lines.
I like the way he has the Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
He
answer.
had the Timber Chain, so he was flying through that side of the map, but it's gone now. Actually, a pretty nice spell for him.
Yep, it is. Queen
Helps
of
the
Pain,
position
Blink,
nicely.
Timber Chain. A lot of nice
Sand
spells.
King stun.
Yeah.
Any of Shadow Shamans?
Yep.
Pretty good. Ultimate one's the Phantom Strike, though.
Oh,
Attacking out of control.
that'd be sick.
Alright, so both teams lurking.
Oh my god,
They
this is the
only see
fight.
Tide, though. Oh, if they see Queen
Raven
of
goes
Pain
into
here.
the bushes. They go to get the Ravage off on 4-3. It's stolen? No, Timber Chain stolen. Okay. Chappie blinks
BKB
forward.
from
BKB
PA.
popped. What's on happening over here? Fly Solo getting isolated. He does get the... This Ravage has done so much. RML's trying to escape with his
The
life.
stolen Chakram's destroyed. Chappie's gonna respawn in 3 seconds.
Oh my god,
What
right.
do they
Chappie
have?
is gone. His BKB was used earlier in the fight. Yeah, he has gone down too.
He
This
looks
Ravage
pretty
is...
That was so good, wasn't it? The speed on that Ravage. They found the Queen of Pain in the jungle
Instantly.
there, blew him up. It's also pretty lucky because you don't know who else is in there, right? It happened to catch a lot of heroes there too.
Yeah, that's
it could've
very
just
true.
been the Quap.
Very, very true.
It's kind of that situation where both teams are smoking and you have to kind of just go as your smoke breaks because
What happened
whoever
to-
gets the jump.
What happened to Timbersaw in this game? It's just them two ganks, right?
It was, right? He lost a lot of his momentum.
Yeah, it just...
Look at
he's-
his farm now. It fell off big time.
Huh. TNC get back into it. One kind of swift movement.
Yeah. It's very nice. Convincing fight too. That was through the Aegis and the 10-second BKB from
Yeah.
Phantom Assassin, so I don't know. This game is starting to take a bad turn for Clutch. A couple unfortunate deaths for Timbersaw and they lose all map pressure and they feel like they're unable to press their advantage, right?
Just getting the link off on the PA and fights, right?
Yeah,
It's doing
yeah.
so much.
It
She's
is.
the only right clicker, essentially, right? Queen of Pain does a little bit, but you can't link Queen. She'll just
Razor's
like
looking to link Chappie every fight.
every single fight. And he has he's going for the Talisman of Evasion.
Yep.
So he'll be able
Yeah,
to...
the Halberd's going to be super good.
Exactly. Pre-BKB Halberd.
Oh boy.
Insane.
Even if he happens to get the BKB off, it's still the evasion, right?
Yes.
All right. They're starting to get items to work around this Phantom Assassin. Also, later on in the game, when Razor picks up like a pike or just even a Force Staff, you can use that to reset whoever PA goes on.
Yeah.
That'll help with that. The Blink Dagger timing from SamH there was perfect, right? They're pushing up, gets his Blink Dagger, they choose to defend. It was good. Very good.
He's his items don't really allow him to scale that much. You know what I mean? But it's what they needed right there, right? That all of a sudden.
It feels very tailored to his playstyle.
Yes.
Right.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
it may
under
be just
attack.
what they need to win this game. Look at this. SF's keeping up
Tim's
top.
has the hawk.
The smoke
He's looking
wrap
for it.
around.
Sam H goes forward, saving the Ravage. Lift used onto Timbersaw, and he
Very
just
nice.
denies himself.
Okay, not
Weird.
bad. He gets the Bloodstones denied off. They take the tower with the roster wards. It was...
Not bad, but not great for Timber. Right?
No, not at all.
Well, as a whole,
Timber is starting to fall off into the useless stage, right? When he dies one too many times, he has no real utility. He's a damage dealer that tanks.
Eye of the Storm minus armor comboed up with the Shadow Fiend minus armor.
Yeah.
When Timbersaw goes into a fight, hook shot mid, just hits on some creeps. It's the pushing shot.
It is the pushing shot.
When
It's a nice blink strike to
yeah,
dodge that.
when the fight starts, Timbersaw doesn't have any reactive armor
That's
stacked.
the biggest problem, right?
Yes. Dagger forward.
There's no armor when he gets gone on like that. Typically, you want Timbersaw to be the hero that pushes the lane out so he can keep the armor stacked up forever. But when you catch him out like that, it's just...
He falls over.
Yep. Not
Like he has
tanky at all.
four armor.
Yep, he's got 4
Radiant's
armor.
top tower is under attack.
Last time I checked, that's not a lot.
No.
What do they do at this point? Timbersaw has kind of fallen off into nothing. He can't really split push that safely anymore. He
What do
still
they
should
do?
try to split push, honestly, because... What else do you do with this hero?
He has to be the space creator.
Yeah, he does.
I think you farm up on Sun King, you farm up on Timbersaw.
I guess they're pretty close to some big items. Queen of Pain sitting on a lot of gold, almost at the Shiva's
Radiant's
guard.
bottom tower
And
is
the
under
Desolator
attack.
on Phantom Assassins also. It'll be good. They need the damage.
They really do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a Lincoln Sphere at some stage on PA or at someone else. X Nova. Oh my god, the damage. Can they find Cuckoo? Hook shot,
blink
Tim.
out.
Is it enough? The Ravage hits on 2. Chappie gets a nice BKB off. He's looking for the Shadow Fiend on the backlines. Sam H. He's getting focused in.
Glimmer.
The link is applied to Chappie. His damage is melting. When PA's damage goes, they don't have anything.
Yeah?
Sam H, he feels like he's not taking any damage.
No,
he
he's
actually
tanking it
isn't
up.
taking damage from Chappie.
He's healing.
Alright,
That's a
so
health regen.
that was a pretty huge fight. But if you remember what health Cuckoo was on and what he could do in that fight, right?
Right.
He had to use himself and got away.
The Ravage comes out, but it's a Ravage to save. Not a
Yes.
Ravage for SF to blink in and drop the Requiem or raise anything.
You know,
anyone on top
that
of
might be enough. It might be gold time.
Yeah. we have the
Ravage,
Shadow Shaman
Ravage down. Shadow Shaman wards. Ready to rock.
It's under attack.
They desperately need to get something. And I'm saying that when they have a gold lead as well. But it doesn't feel like they do. The team fights don't play out as if they have one. It's all on the PA to kill people, and she relies on BKB in every team fight to be able to do that. And
I
take it
think
down.
the issue is generally on PA, you want to BKB and Blink Strike on someone, right? But in all of these team fights, she's BKBing to avoid Ravage. And therefore the BKB duration is quite low when she wants to go in on the other heroes.
Yeah.
And then the second she initiates, Razor just runs over to her, static links drained like in that fight it was like 120 damage. Or
Takes her for a walk. She doesn't like those.
no, she doesn't like being walked. Not many women do.
No, that makes a lot of sense actually, huh?
Does, yeah. Bottom lane, Timber. He's going for Yules. It feels rough.
It does.
What? I don't know why he goes like he needs armor.
What would you buy if you were this Timber Soul?
I plate mill.
That's a good one.
2 of them actually.
Perhaps a Lotus Orb. So
Yeah,
you can slap it on your
I
PA.
actually would get the double plate mill.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good in this game.
Okay. I like Lotus a lot this game because you can use it on your PA and then she doesn't have to worry about getting linked.
Yeah, she just links back.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Walks the walker.
Oh. Lincoln's was on Shadow Fiend complete. He has Yules, Lincoln's.
This SF build is so
Weird.
yeah. I mean it's pretty normal nowadays. I'd say with the.
It just
the
looks
magician
unusual.
build. Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't get the Yules off. That could have been the big Spirit Bomb play. Maybe not though. He's got a hood.
it was close.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's enough damage, definitely. Actually, with
Think so.
the level 18 and the extra Shadow Raise damage.
I'm not sure.
Fit
Mid lane. Oh, they find 147. Ravage hits on
Ravage.
both though. They go in. Chappie uses the PKB. Where's the link? Raven's coming in
Razor's
to
in.
get him. He links him up. Chappie's getting
He's
kited
losing all
again.
his damage
Queen of
too.
Pain ulti hits through everyone. They go in with the Sand Kingdom. Oh, Shadow Fiend's down. This is huge. That Queen of
Chappie
Pain
has no
ulti took
damage.
so much.
Doesn't even
Tim's.
matter.
Alright, Chappie's just doing no damage. He's doing the 65 bonus.
Yep, he's healing people. But it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he really doesn't. They're focusing so much on controlling Chappie
Yep.
that Armel on his Quap is able to angle these perfect ultis, gets the Shiva's guard damage off on everyone.
You know, Quap hit Shadow Fiend before, so he couldn't blink in to use his ultimate on top of the Ravage. And because of that, they didn't have enough damage to blow these heroes up. It was very nicely played. The coordination was fantastic.
So that's what they need. They need to stop the Shadow Fiend in both of these team fights that have gone Clutch Gamer's way. Shadow Fiend has been stopped or interrupted in some way of doing what he wants to do. It's not about the tide hunt, the Ravage, but the follow-up after.
It is always about the follow-up. If SF can blink in on top of a unit,
it's rough.
Right, if PA gets Ravaged and then blinked on top with the Requiem, she gets one shot.
Yes.
Right, but every time there's been something to prevent that from happening. Last time we saw SF just got gone on the first place, so the Ravage was for saving, not for actually going in on them.
So you asked what can they do to get back into it? That's the
what
answer.
They can do. Wow. Still, they have a 6k gold lead, but I feel like TNC, I feel like they're building items that help deal with this PA quite nicely. We have the Halberd picked up from Raven now. He's working towards Shiva's guard. But at the same time, Clutch Gamers, they're doing Roche. It has been scouted this time, though.
Did you hear that noise?
I did. It's thunder. Roshan's angry.
Whew. That's spooky.
I don't actually know what it's smoke gets breaked instantly.
Oh, they find Tim's on his Ravage is down.
Ravage.
Oh man, disarm applied onto PA during the BKB duration.
Nicely done.
Very nice. Chappie wants to turn around.
Getting kited big time. No BKB on PA now.
RML though, he's in very, very deep. They find Raven.
He's dead.
He goes down too.
My god.
Holy crap. What? Shadow Fiend's just trying to get his souls up. He can't fight without them.
Yeah, it's true.
Now Roshan is free.
Raven's farm has fallen off big time in this game, right? Look at his net worth.
He kind of got shut down, honestly, early game.
He did. He wanted the matchup against the Timbersaw. Didn't get it. Spent the most of the time just running back and forth, getting harassed in lane, and then mid-game comes around, he just, I don't know, can't find the farm. Just, there's no space.
Yep.
Doesn't push the lanes out fast enough to quickly push them out.
And his items as well. Like he has a hood,
Very defensive.
drum, and halberd. All defensive items.
Defensive is good, though, against PA, who relies on the BKB, right?
True,
but
true.
At the same time, outside of him linking PA, he doesn't actually do a lot of damage.
That's his job.
That is his damage. Or that is his job. Just takes him for a walk.
It's not the most, I don't know, cool job, I guess.
But it has to be done.
Definitely does. It's starting to feel less and less impactful just because of RML.
Yep, it is.
RML's level 20, 21.
Much more useful in these fights.
He has a spell lifesteal. He's going to have Lincoln's very soon.
So who has cheese? Timbersaw? Yep, okay, Timber has cheese.
Wait, what?
What happened to his bloodstone?
He sold it? I don't know.
Can you disassemble bloodstone now? That wouldn't make any sense.
No. Did anyone destroy it? Okay, we did not notice that.
Maybe he never bought it in the first place. Maybe we're insane.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to look at this one later.
I'm actually. I really need to know what
Skim,
happened.
He's in the next room.
Yeah,
Go get him.
Skim will come in and tell us what happened.
Yep, in about 5 minutes.
Seriously.
I actually don't know what happened.
I don't know either. Maybe he got so low that it was embarrassing.
Maybe he dropped it.
And someone picked it up or denied it.
Maybe he accidentally sold it. I've done that before.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, happens there. Well, hopefully not.
Jesus, I need to know.
I do as well. Well, Shane, Clutch Gamers, strong at team fight. PA unchecked in all these fights, but they can't really go high ground.
Yep.
It's the same problem we saw in game number 3 when they had the Phantom Lancer.
Okay, so this is Bloodstone number 2 coming up for.
Yep, almost complete. There we go. Maybe one more charges.
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, I certainly hope that's not why you bought it.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out. There'll be someone that'll tweet at us.
Yep.
Please actually do tweet us and explain.
Yep. Not Zyrory TV. Us.
Yeah. Oh, X-Nova. They're trying to bait out the BKB and kite him around
Chappie
it.
uses BKB already.
Oh, the Ravage is time.
Oh, Chappie explodes.
Oh my god, the Queen of Pain goes down without using any spells. They blink back on Cuckoo. He's just kiting.
Halberded it up as well.
Oh, nice re-engage from X-Nova on his Sand King. Sam H just getting kited. Fly solo. He's in pretty deep here as well.
Chappie can't do anything though. He's sitting in the back lines.
doing so much in these fights, actually. Blinking in, blinking out. This Tim's just isolating him. Oh, it's enough damage?
Oh my god. Okay, his BKB ran out as the Requiem came out.
Yes.
And he was actually on top of him. Exploded. And he wasted his BKB in the fight. Well, not wasted, but he spent it kind of chasing the target he probably didn't want.
I want to talk about this Ravage.
Okay, tell me
on
about
Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain blinked in when the Ravage was cast.
Yep.
And exploded. It was the sad.
She got nothing off.
This whole, spell lifesteal talent, it's actually still really broken. 30% is really strong.
Especially when they have AoE spells.
Yes, but only if you cast your spells.
Ah.
Yes.
That's the problem. She can get the spells off.
That was so clutch. That ravaged it so much, actually. That won them that entire team fight.
It did, but what do they get off of it?
Time.
Time, I guess. Okay.
That's what they get.
Hey, SF, look at his farm. And he's almost 25 as well. That's a big power spike. The 40% cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
It makes Lincoln Sphere have like no cooldown.
This other talent, 3 damage per soul, is also extremely broken. But the 40% cooldown is just so ridiculously
it's
good.
crazy to get cooldown reduction that high on a core hero that has so many clickable items.
You get Boots of Travel late game, you have Blink Dagger, BKB, even Lincoln's.
Sphere goes to like a 6-second cooldown or something.
Yep.
It's insane.
This Spirit Vessel, actually, never even thought about this interaction. But the Spirit Vessel on top of the Queen of Pain for the spell lifesteal.
Yeah, it helps for sure.
Yeah, it stops the healing.
It does a lot of damage too. 3% current health.
70% reduction on the on the talent. Yeah, god damn.
It's a lot of damage. Look at this. We got
this
a
a
5-man movement. There's no smoke. I guess they're just waiting to jump.
Okay.
But it's not easy to jump.
Fly Solo's going in. There is a ward here from TNC. This game is really close.
It is close.
It can go either way.
Both teams can win team fights. It just depends how they start, right? Last fight we had the Ravage on top of the Queen of Pain, who didn't get her ultimate off, and then SF's wrecked them, one-shot the Phantom Assassin, and she had no BKB.
It's difficult to start a fight the way you want without smoke.
Yes, it is for sure.
Do have good vision, but so do TNC, right?
They've got good vision, but they're playing so close together. They're not really handling these lanes well, right?
Yeah, look at bottom. Look at this. Oh my god. How many range creeps is this?
This is like 800 gold down here.
Oh my god. Now, this is RML is so happy with this. But now, as a response to that, TNC are aware of this. They start walking directly down for him. Yep. Cool. He's looking for something. Oh, they double catapult, right? They want to pressure off that.
Cardi and Cardi.
Is there still no smoke up?
I don't see one, do you?
No.
I certainly don't.
This doesn't work anymore, checking the shop, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it used to work, but it's not anymore. So we just have no idea if they have a smoke or not.
Isn't that sad?
It is. It's such like important information.
It is. At this stage of the game, smoke is game-winning. Teams wait for smokes before they make any plays because they know they can't. It's impossible to deward everything without a gem. Gem is too risky to get a lot of the time. Sand King does have one, but there's still wards from TNC. It's hard to check.
Is it about time to get a new Bloodstone? He's on 10 charges now.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
He's running a little on the funds.
They're just farming together. Terrified.
Yep. SF, what does he have? He have Hex on the courier? He does.
This,
oh boy.
Really? Hex? Oh.
13-second cooldown Hex.
Ward. Hook misses. Cuckoo's going forward. He's looking. Lincoln's pop. Turns around with the Hex onto Sand King. They blow him up. The Ravage is used on 2. Chappie gets Ravage. Can they kill him during the duration? He has to back off. Cuckoo moves forward. Requiem of Souls is committed. RML's in pretty deep. Chappie too.
Chappie's just dying.
Gets the blink. Oh, Cuckoo blinks forward. They're unrelenting in their pressure. One Punch Man. He's not looking too hot. They've so many blinks, so much chase.
Hex is almost up again as well. That's insane, isn't it? 13-second cooldown Hex. Jesus.
It's kind of ridiculous.
You know, we see big items like E-Blade come out on this Wizard Shadow Fiend too. And it has no cooldown at all.
Yeah, these items are balanced around cooldowns, right?
They are. And then you've thrown the balance of these items off completely.
Talk about that team fight for me there.
Alright, so you see how confident Cuckoo was in that team fight, just blinking into the darkness, looking for any hero to hex. He knows as long as he presses his BKB, he's totally fine. And he has time, right, unless he finds like the Shadow Shaman right next to him or whatever. So He starts off with the Hex, baits his heroes together, gives vision for Sam H to find the Ravage.
Yeah, the
And
Ravage.
he's able to Ravage the Phantom Assassin before she gets her BKB off because she just doesn't see it coming. It's much easier. It's difficult to press your BKB like that when you don't have vision of Tide.
Honestly, the PA 5-second BKB is the big issue here, right?
It is.
You feel
She can't even kill heroes in this 5-second
exactly
duration
right.
anymore.
I wanna fight during it, but I also don't want to get ravaged. I want to initiate, then I want to BKB.
These heroes are so tanky that they just don't get bursted in that duration.
Even though TNC did get mid, right? It's not over yet. I honestly think
no, not at all.
the game is extremely balanced. It's just completely fight dependent.
Oh
Top
boy,
lane.
Top. Armel gets hexed, but they
Oh,
actually
the hook follow up. Can they push him back with the cogs? Oh, he gets the heals up, and he's just gonna Requiem so he can. That's the style Requiem. It's up in 60 seconds. No problemo.
Not a problem at all. Except he blinks in the trees afterwards. Shame him. He's stuck. Just
he's out. It has a 1 second cooldown or something.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Holy crap.
Well, Queen of Pain that she has buyback, she does,
yes, she
but
does.
Doesn't want to use it. She's so close to getting the BKB. It'll help her cast her spells in team fights. But at the same time, you can't really afford to not use it.
Radiant's top tower
Mid
is
lane.
under attack.
Alright, this seems like we make Queen of Pain buyback scenario, right?
Yep, for sure. Don't have to commit anything. Ravage is up. As long as you...
Did Ravage just come up?
It just came up right now. So if they want to, they can jump and just force something, but...
Oh, Shadow Fiend
See if they
goes
can bait
forward.
out the
They're
buyback.
fine. Timber, the Hex is applied.
There's
The
the
force that
buyback.
pushes them back.
He cancels the Ravage.
The
They want to
blinking
leave.
fake pump.
If they can just back up, it's not bad at
Epicenter,
all.
where's X Nova? I can't find him. He's on the right hand side. What was he doing?
He's chilling.
Alright, okay. One Punch Man gets completely zoned out on the
They
other
still
side.
have Ravage. He's waiting. He's got
He's
the blink
held
dagger.
it
There
this
it
entire
is.
time. Requiem used just to commit to kill the Shadow Fiend. No more messing from Cuckoo. What happened with the Epicenter?
It was used, wasn't it? On it was only used on Tidehunter.
Okay. Alright, that
That's the
explains
problem.
it.
Now it's back
Phantom
up.
Assassin hexed up. They're pushing forward.
No BKB
Oh,
on her.
Cuckoo. How do you touch this man? He has all his spells, all his items come off cooldown every like half a second.
Hex is up again.
BKB's up again.
Oh my god. Even the ultimate's almost back up again. It's almost comical how ridiculous it is, isn't it?
It is, yes. So, yeah, I was looking for the Epicenter because I expected it to be kind of big on top of maybe like one of the weaker heroes.
Right, they kind of clumped up for it and everything.
Yes,
but
they did.
They all backed up. Once the buyback came out, Tide blinked in. He wanted to Ravage,
He
saw the
faked
buyback,
it.
stopped it.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was impressive stuff. That's the discipline coming out.
Alright, buyback was used from Queen of Pain. Now, TNC, they feel like they're just one step away from sealing the deal.
Yep, one successful team fight with no buybacks and game's over, right? But look at this.
This is honestly the way back in, right? The refresher shard with the low BKB.
It's pretty desperate though, right? They need this thing, or else the game can just end right here. If TNC are able to take this fight, if they know, this could be game over.
Definitely
But
know.
it's dying so fast.
Oh, they're not sure if
Do
they want to
know?
fight it.
No, they don't.
They
know.
definitely do.
Oh, the rocket's there. Okay.
Oh, X Nova blinking in to block it as well. Let's check out. Yeah, okay.
So Chappie has the refresher shard to
very
refresh
good.
the BKB.
Problem
this
is,
time.
if he drops, I guess
Yeah,
you
what
drop
does he
your
drop?
boots.
Do you want to drop your boots?
Not really.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Do you just give it to Armel and play off the double Sonic
The
wave?
double Sonic wave is pretty
Yeah.
good. Double Shiva's, double Sonic.
Double Shiva's, double Sonic, double Scream. It's a lot of damage.
It is. It is. But
I don't know.
it's very
Yeah,
difficult.
the slot problem is quite awkward, isn't it? But
Yeah.
look at this. Clutch Gamers smoked up.
This is the all-in, right?
They need to make something happen, right? They feel like this is their window.
The game has changed so much since Shadow Fiend got the 40% cooldown.
Yeah. It's an insane power spike.
Radiant
Let's see.
Scan hits. They know where they are. But it's a pretty awkward place to
Yeah,
walk up, right?
Look at the position of TNC. They're all kind of...
They're actually going to see Raven there.
What's Cuckoo up to here? Oh, he's,
pops the
he's
BKB.
going back. Wait, what?
They went on the...
He cancelled his TP. Cuckoo blinks in. He's going. Shadow Shaman, he's taking him out. He just commits the ulti and the raise.
Okay. Very nice. And Chap uses BKB there, too.
Oh, man. One Punch Man denies himself on the backlines. Ravage hits on
Ravage.
2. Beautiful stuff. They go in, Tim.
Pain's hexed up. Can they
They're
kill
trying
him?
his best, but it seems nothing's working for them. Chappie goes
my
down.
God.
What does he do?
Cogs bouncing back, too, out of the respawn.
Oh, no. He blinks. He blinks.
He kills him though.
Yeah.
They even take that.
Huh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at this bottom lane from TNC to it's already at the tower. They're making a
X-Nova's
run
trying
for
his
that.
best here.
Yep. Looks like they'll just go mid and play off that and
Get
run
the
to
clear.
side lanes.
They're just going to shield it anyway, I guess.
Yep. My God. The
This Shadow Fiend is doing all the work, right?
it's pretty funny how he can
He has
afford
Octarine?
5.85 second cooldown on the Lincoln Sphere, 9 seconds on the Hex.
9 seconds. Well, 9.9. That's kind of 10.
Well, I'm an advertiser. I'm selling you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like, he can just blink, Hex, BKB, Requiem. And
he
then
can even afford to use it on the Shadow Shaman.
Exactly.
And it still looks good.
and it's off cooldown super fast.
I think that's pretty crazy when you can blow all your cooldowns to kill a support Rasta and you're still winning the fight.
Yep. The Ravager, Sam H, honestly, he's my MVP this game.
Yep, he's played very, very well for sure.
Top lane.
I'd say just good play overall.
Yep.
They played very well as a team together.
TNC.
But this game might not be over. Maybe they got one last fight in them, Clutch Gamers. Yep.
I'd hope so.
Not Megas just yet.
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah. That's a very correct statement.
Thank you. Thank you.
One that has absolutely no depth.
It really doesn't. it feels... Alright, this is the kind of stage where TNC can only lose if they lose themselves. Right?
Oh, okay.
If they make massive errors.
Perhaps multiple massive errors.
Yes.
Actually, maybe not. 16k gold lead is one massive error, isn't it? That's like a team wipe into buybacks?
That's true. Yeah, dieback. One dieback.
Okay. And PA has a rapier in her quick buy. Dreaming large.
That's what I like to see.
But that also kind of illustrates the state of the game. We need a rapier to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It's not ideal. This support clockwork as well, Tim's. I think TNC play way better around the support clockwork than the core clockwork.
Yeah, especially in this game, right? The Tidehunter, huge impact. So Queen of Pain has the 25 talent, the 1.5, the fear.
Okay, okay, this is a game-winning.
That's a way to initiate on a target without them getting their BKB off.
Yep.
And then you have the refresher shard too on top of that. So maybe they can go that way.
Well, let's see what it does. Top
They're all
lane.
smoked up though, and they have observer ward to scout everything out.
How do they approach this fight? RML?
It's hard, isn't it?
It is very hard.
It's never
Sam
easy.
H is ready on the backlines to counter initiate. You have to do something fast. He blinks in. Oh my god.
That was insane.
Goes in, Cuckoo gets a Requiem off. They're just stalling.
Yeah,
they're just trying to get the Rex, right?
But now BKBs are down.
BKB is down.
They might be able to jump.
They move back. Can they jump?
No. Defended. That was crazy, wasn't it? He blinks forward to dodge the Sand King.
Yes, I thought he blinked back. I looked for him backwards, but he went forward.
You know, there's some players that just play with such confidence. This guy clearly one of them. Cuckoo, good player.
Goes bottom. In it for the easy buildings, easy objectives. He has BKB up again. Don't worry.
That's right. It's always up.
It actually is. Kind of always up. Look at the Lincoln Sphere cooldown.
Shorter
Look at
than
the Blink Dagger cooldown.
It looks ridiculous.
And now the Shadow Shaman wards are gone.
Yeah. Waves are going to push in, and they could walk up.
Just BKB and hit the buildings.
I don't even think they need to. They can just sit there, stay on the ground, and when they see them walking in, they have this observer wards, they can see the heroes.
Tim's going forward. Blink.
There's the lift. It's nothing.
That's nothing.
There's
Cuckoo's
the
in the
Hex.
front lines. They get the Hex off on the
and the
clock.
Ravage.
Oh my god, Chappie goes down before BKB, no buyback.
Armel too.
RML down, no buyback. It looks like TNC are going to ESL One Genting.
That's right. Good games called. This game went. This series went the distance. And in 5 games, it was nice to see. And I thought for a good portion of this game, Clutch Gaming, Clutch Gamers, Clutch Gaming, Clutch Gamers.
They're gamers.
They are gamers, but they're also gaming at the same time. They were in a good position to not win the game, but take over the game, right? Kind of some small blunders, perhaps.
Honestly, I think it was a lot to do with PA, right? The hero had a lot of space, but I couldn't really feel Chappie's impact into the Tidehunter.
He relies way too much off the BKB, right?
Yeah.
And these heroes are tanky. Shadow Fiend, he can use himself. He's got Blink Dagger.
They're able to kite, right? You can hook out the link, right? While Raven didn't look impressive, right? It was almost like he wasn't really in the game. You know what I mean? It felt you didn't really see his impact that much.
His items had a lot of impact in the
They
abilities,
did,
right? You
yes.
link the PA so she loses damage, and then you have the halberd to make her
To
dance
kite her
around
even
together.
more,
We
yes.
saw one fight where he actually got halberded, and then BKB trying to attack someone.
Oh.
Didn't do anything. Shit, impressive stuff. Congratulations, TNC. Clutch gamers.
They're gamers. Remember that.
They are gamers. They've got nothing to be too sad about. They look good. And they definitely had the potential to win this series.
Yeah, it was very even. The drafts dictated a lot of the games.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say this last one, the draft was... Actually, we kind of see it come to place at the very end, when PA started to struggle in the team fights, right? But before then, it was good. It was even.
Yeah. Congratulations again to TNC, and we'll see them at ESL One Genting. On this, that's us for this entire...
We can break it down to the analysts, Chicken Little and King Poop. Nah,
They're not saying anything.
No, they don't know what's going on.
All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Soon.
Shane's trying to find the button. He doesn't know where it is.
It keeps on swapping.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Thank God.
Thank you. And TNC.
They look good.
I want to see... I can't wait to see more from them.
Yes.
See you soon, guys.